fly solo like my name is Han. Fuck with me, I'll put you down to ride. Aim at your head, it's a fucking red dot.
This is MetroJuulin, and this is Soji.
Hello.
MetroJuulin.
Yes, hello.
The artist, that's the producer.
He raps too.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Every now and then.
I always have songs to do. Always. We did one right before we came.
Bro. Oh yeah. You
I sent you a
that.
snippet of it.
Yeah.
Do you have it in iTunes?
Dude, I don't fucking know. I'll have to pull
I
that
think you
shit
put
up.
it in there. Okay.
Yeah.
I can show you later.
So, their latest mixtape called Lung Wax.
Lung Wax.
What does Lung Wax mean?
So Lung Wax, the reason I chose that name is because about a year, like literally almost exactly a year before I put out that tape, I put out one called Nick Sick, which is, in my opinion, could be my worst solo tape. It's really not good.
It's debatable.
That and Despondent.
Xbox headphone, was that recorded with
No.
Some of
most
of it.
Some of it, yeah.
Most
but
of
even
it.
the
It
ones
was
that
just-
weren't, it was still Audacity at that point. So like,
Yeah,
it
we didn't really
wasn't the best.
mix
yeah.
and master anything. But anyways, I did that because I called it Nick Sick because at the time everybody was Juulin. You know the vibe. That's how everyone was in school, and people would complain about getting Nick Sick. But then as the time passed, about a year passed in between that tape and Lung Wax, and people started dying of
You saw those things? Like,
yes. That inspired some lyrics on the tape.
Time to change the vibe. It's about
Yeah,
death now.
Yeah, it's about death. And also the music got a lot better. It's almost like
one song that I remember being really about that. The fucking nicotine or whatever.
Nicotine teens.
Nicotine Teens.
That's possible.
I don't really care for that song too much. It's okay. I've probably listened to it like twice.
Yeah, it was like towards the end. It was like it's like Hurt or Despair.
Yes, Hurt Part 2.
Yeah.
Hurt.
Do you think Part 2 or Part 1's better? Hurt. I've never listened to Part 1.
Part 1 is okay. Part 1 is weird.
Yeah.
It's a strange song.
Which one's that again?
Slowed Travis Scott instrumental. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I remember that.
Travis Scott type beat.
Yeah, it's like Coffee Bean, but slowed reverb.
Here, I can actually pull it up real quick. I'll just play like the intro of the beat. Where is it?
I think it's a single.
It's in
word.
tracks, yeah.
You gotta scroll down.
Oh, I'm in top tracks. It's not a top track. Oh my! You know
It's
what? We don't
by-
need to play
yeah,
it. It's
but
okay.
you're,
It's
So, I'm gonna talk about my favorite line from the mixtape. It's from the song John Skinwalker.
Indeed.
when you say, "Bitch, I fly solo like my name is Han." So that song is produced by Soji, but
Yes.
it obviously I can hear some Zillakami influence. Are
That's-
you guys a fan of Zillakami?
Yes, that's crazy. That's all I've been listening to. I've been listening to Zillakami and Ed Sheeran.
That's two very different
Yeah.
things, but I can accept that.
I'm actually going to a Zillakami concert in
Shit.
5 days on Saturday. 5 or 6 days.
Where is this? Philly?
Richmond.
Richmond.
Yeah.
Driving to Richmond, Virginia to see.
Benefits that fucking car. I'm gonna get one April. I'll be off my permit.
Hell
yeah.
Cars are great.
Cars
I was talking the other night to Will, and he was like, we were talking about like old times, like before we had cars. Like the worst feeling is when a bitch wants to fuck and you can't drive there. But I once worked my way around that by walking at 3 a.m.
Ah, yes. And
That was
then
cool.
Then you killed her dad.
I killed her dead. That's a reference to something that's not out yet.
Alright.
Yeah.
So yeah, Zillakami, do you like Zillakami too?
Of course, yeah. Like I definitely listen to a lot of shit like that, like trap metal stuff, just to get influence for like some of the beats that I make. But
It's also something just new. Like I don't know, I haven't heard it. But I took like a 3-year hiatus from like just listening to rap music. I was one of those like shitty Beatles kids, like I hate rap music.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. But then like this summer, I just realized like I missed that old stuff, and then I got back into it, and now I'm like obsessively into underground rap, and like like Zillakami, SOS Moolah, where the fuck is
Sauce Moolah.
Sauce Moolah.
I think he's better than Zillakami.
Sleazy.
Yeah. And there's also have you guys heard of like Chewy or Freddie Gibbs?
Freddie
Yes,
Gibbs,
Gibbs, of course.
Freddie Gibbs is really
My
good.
boy
love
Drew
Freddie.
Dumptious recommended Freddie Gibbs and Madlib to me.
Yes, dude, that mixtape is so fire. And did you know that Madlib made all his beats on a fucking iPad?
Shit.
Every beat off an iPad. It's insane.
MF Doom too.
Oh, yes.
Of course.
It's I love the underground scene. Yeah.
Anything that's just like creative enough to be, something I haven't heard
Yeah.
before, and that's what like people like do every time now, or especially underground artists. They kind of have to like make something that you haven't heard to get recognized at all.
Something you haven't heard, or something that's just like sounds fucking insane. That's why like every single tape we've put out recently, what we've noticed about SoundCloud is you can put out a tape, and no matter what the best song is on the tape or what you put out as a single beforehand, the first song will almost 100% of the time be the most popular, or it'll be like a song that's like second or third. Yeah. So that's why John Skinwalker is the first song on Long Wax, because it's the only song on that tape that goes really hard. It's pretty much like a
the beat song.
Yeah, it's like a punk rock like metal beat, but with trap lyrics.
Yeah,
is how I'd put it. Yeah.
Yeah, I fuck with the John
definitely a
Skinwalker.
vibe.
What was your favorite song on the mixtape to create?
The favorite one to make?
Or the hardest? They're two different questions. What am I doing?
Well, one, John Skinwalker, because the outro of that like is just the hardest screaming I've done, unless you count this one deleted song. You know what I'm talking about?
What are you talking
Chuck's
about?
Mix.
No, fuck
That's
not a good
that
song.
sounds like a good song, but
It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
But
So
yeah,
many
It sounds like
not good
fucking
songs.
great name.
that, and also Despair was interesting to make,
Yeah.
because the second that I opened my mouth and started recording, everyone in the room, because we usually record in like a room of like 5 people, just looked at me and was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Just because of the subject matter of the lyrics.
Yeah, it's just
It's
a little personal.
deep, dark,
It's
personal
about
song.
a friend.
That might be, in my opinion, my best song that's released right now. Just purely because of like how personal it is, and also that I was actually able to like do a vocal melody for once, kind of like how singers do. But it didn't sound shitty.
Kind of like how singers.
Yeah.
Kind of like how singers
like
do,
how they
but
try
it
to do
didn't
most
sound
of the time.
shitty. Like it actually sounded good, which was
Nice.
different.
I was like, the guy who won the best picture at the Oscars said the most personal is the most creative.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. there
yeah.
you go.
Good, yeah.
Because you don't want to just like
rap about what others people talk about.
no, like if you have something personal and you want people to listen to it to like so that they will look at something that you're very proud of, because if something's personal you're going to be proud of it. If you just like rap it normally, no one's really going to care. So you need to be creative
Somewhat
to make it
emotional,
appealing.
or like
Yeah.
the delivery has to
Yeah.
be different.
Yeah.
You can give the same message, but as long as you have your own way of doing it, I think that's what people really latch on to, which is cool.
Yeah. That's. Yeah, I think you guys went hard with this album. Or mixtape. Fuck Mike. Yeah. Anyways.
It's more
Yes.
rock than rap, anything.
I mean, half
Yeah.
of these, the way they usually come together is like, of course, like Brady has his ideas for songs, and like I'm not gonna try to orchestrate an album for him. So like he'll just come to me and be like, "Yo, these are the beats we need to pull up and work on," and then I just try to fit however he wants it to sound, because like he can do the work with the songs and making them exist, but he can't do all the post-production stuff yet.
I have produced one song that we've ever used out of like the 150 songs we have, and he has mixed like almost every single one. Young Flannel has mixed like 3.
Yeah, he's trying to learn.
He's trying to learn how to mix, but yeah.
Yeah, Ghostin' was really good.
Ghostin' is my favorite song on that album.
Yeah, that and fucking the Violin John. I forget what the one was called.
On Spectral?
Yeah, on Spectral. It was fucking. I'll find this shit right now.
The 3 a.m. one? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
3 a.m.
3 a.m. is good.
I think that was.
I think Ozone's a little bad. They're all good.
Yeah,
He did really well with that album.
Yeah.
White Bill Cosby is a funny ass song.
Yeah, we got our.
That's me doing the like high pitched singing. Which usually it's like recently all my stuff has been growly and angry.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
We
loud.
had to fuck around and
It's
give
like,
it
girl,
some.
I just put a little something in your drink. Like, that sounded good.
Yeah, I always be going around talking to random people and like Free Bill Cosby, you know what I mean?
Free Bill Cosby.
I just do that shit as a joke. Like,
My man.
My old vibe used to be Free Jared from Subway.
Yeah.
Free Jared from Subway. He didn't do nothing wrong.
Yeah.
The kids lied.
Yeah, didn't they?
They lied for free Subway sandwiches. Free footlongs.
He can lose all those pounds, but he can't lose any time off his sentence. Yes.
I never thought he was funny before he got like. I don't know. You ever like? Do you like folk with like stand up comedy? Like,
Dude, I love comedy. Chappelle fan. I
oh shit,
love,
Sticks and Stones.
yes.
Louis C.K.
He's
is
so
hilarious.
Louis C.K. is good.
Oh,
Before he masturbated in front of multiple women.
I don't give a fuck about
Not an
that.
hour.
I don't care. He asked for, or he basically told everyone in the room. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna masturbate," and then they were like, "Okay," and then he did it, and they were like, "What are you doing?" It's like, I don't know.
Sorry.
Yeah, they thought he was joking.
Yeah, they thought he was not about
Yeah.
it, but Louis does not give a fuck.
Another. Wait, what?
Do you see his he did like one bit about the like saying
About the shooting.
The Parkland kids or
Are you talking
whatever.
about that?
yeah,
that's
yeah,
a good.
that
was
was
funny.
good.
That was like,
It's like just because you guys got shot at or something, he's like, does not mean I have to listen to you or something like that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
he's funny. Anthony Jeselnik. I don't know if you know who
Yes.
that is.
I heard him. I
Baby.
heard him.
He goes for the most. He tries to push the envelope as much as he can. He has one bit where he's like, "Have you ever dropped a baby?" Like he's like, "It's my favorite thing to do."
Yeah.
And then he says something like people will give him their baby and they'll go in the bathroom and be like, "Here, hold this baby for 2 minutes." And he said the most satisfying feeling is when you drop a baby and you pick it up and
back
nobody
up.
else knows. He said one time his friend handed him a baby
Oh god.
and like went to do something real quick, and he said he dropped it and was able to pick it up. He said it was very close. He almost got caught. He had to run down 3 flights of stairs.
That reminds me of you remember Good Luck Charlie?
Yes.
There's a whole episode where the dad almost like drops the baby and then somebody catches it, and it was that I love that series. It was the
Sure,
shark
let
for
it fall.
Disney show.
Lucky guy, he got to drop a baby. Lucky
Dude, I wanna
guy.
drop a
He
baby.
was so close to that feeling of like, yes, I dropped a
God.
baby, but someone caught it.
Was his name Bob Duncan? Was the dad?
Bob Duncan.
Bob Duncan.
Bob Duncan.
I know my Disney,
I
bro.
never got into that.
Whitest businessman name, I don't know. It's Bob Duncan.
What about Stanley McCain?
Oh yeah, so about changing my rap name from MetroJuulin to other things, I've been asking people like what they think of my ideas. So
Yeah.
one is Stanley McCain,
What the fuck?
and the other is Wendigo.
Okay, one to go.
I think I'll just keep it MetroJuulin, or like when I do features for people now, I just tell them to put it as Metro,
Yeah.
because yeah, but
So no one will know if you're Metro booming or not.
I think people don't know.
That's your booming.
People don't think I'm Metro Boomin.
No, they don't. Not if they see.
Hear my voice, they're like, "That's not Metro
That's
Boomin.
just some white kid.
That's a
That's
local underground Delaware rapper."
You guys, you have any other Delaware underground rappers? Like, have you heard of WSC Tony?
I
WSE
know.
Tony, I have not, but
where is you from?
He's legitimately good. Like, but his newest song sounds like a Blueface type beat, but it sounds like a club banger. Honestly.
yeah, those
I
can
can
be
see
good.
that,
Like
yeah.
the one that I did for Michael
Michael 727. However the fuck you say.
that, like he had kind of like a very trap like piano melody, which was almost kind of like a Blueface beat, and that sounded good. But you need to do something to it to make it sound good. So
Blueface type beats are always simple. Too
yeah,
simple.
they're very simple,
Yeah.
and it's just like, you get piano melody, trap loop, 808,
Roads.
Roads. And but no, about local rappers in Delaware, there is Oteze is okay, I think. If yeah.
It's him and his friend. They're both,
Yeah.
or I think one of them's a senior. I don't know about the other kid. I think he graduated a while
Oteze is
ago.
graduated,
Yeah.
and then Young Kev is senior. Who else? I know that there's other ones. There's not coming to
LJ.
mind right now.
Yeah.
LJ from school.
LJ, I've heard of his music.
He's gradually improving.
Yeah,
A lot of
that's
people
usually
are.
how it is. We've
kinda hard.
gradually improved.
But it's taken a while.
You just
Like,
keep
it's
on
been-
doing it. Like
yeah,
you just, the more you do, hopefully you get something
Just
good.
it comes to you a
That's
lot
what I
quicker.
learned about writing. Cause I write I try to want to make some badass movies and shit. Like
Mhm.
I want to make funny action stuff, and so you just gotta keep on writing
Perfecting.
until
Exactly.
you get something.
It's a craft.
There was, okay, like about like keeping at it until you're good. Our first album, so the group Alcoholics Anonymous is myself, Soji, Young Flannel, Young Scholar, Lil Mikey, and Titty Suck.
Yeah.
His original name was Young Tit Sucker, or no, it
Yeah,
was Lil Commit Not Alive,
which was too long.
too long. Young Tit Sucker, which you don't
Not
want
good.
you don't want to call yourself that.
Yeah, not good.
So he called himself Titty Suck. But yeah, and then we've slowly added a couple more people. Boyles H2O, Hegbeg.
Hegbeg.
Hegbeg will be the new.
Hegbeg will be on our craziest song. It's recorded. It's just not released yet. I could play a little bit of it maybe. But yeah, like when we started, I was arguably the worst rapper in the group. I had the shittiest ideas.
He used to send me his verses on
Okay,
Snapchat.
yeah. What I used to do is
over
like
Snapchat, just the acapella, and he'd be like, "Yo, bro, can you put this on a beat for me?" And then I'd be like, "Sure,
yeah,
sure, I'll
that's
try."
how we started.
Yeah,
And then now I can do crazy shit.
yeah.
You're morphing into something,
Mm-hmm.
a different breed.
Yeah, if I had the best equipment available, the best people available, including Mr. Soji right here, I could probably make like album of the year material if I wanted to. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
Just
just-
you guys get that shit on Apple Music.
we do. We've been thinking of doing that for a long time.
Like a lot, I don't know. It's just
SoundCloud
It's
is
definitely
definitely dying
you
off.
gotta
like,
you gotta move to some other platforms. Like we'll try to get
Yeah.
Spotify and Apple Music at some point, but like I just have to figure out how to do all that shit because no one else is gonna do it.
I can help
I'm
with
the-
that.
the
like,
LJ
yeah.
kid did it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know how to do it. Like you can use like DistroKid to get shit out. You can use TuneCore. Like there's a ton of different stuff that you can do it through. But
Mhm.
I just don't know what I want to use for it or what I think is going to be the best monetarily to put
Yeah.
stuff up.
Our songs recently have gotten like
Worthy.
definitely
Yeah,
worthy
they're
of
good
being there.
enough, and
So,
just,
like, what we might do if we do something on Apple Music, we'll just like take our best songs,
like
the
a
ones that don't have
compilation.
sample clearing issues, and just put them on there
Yeah.
as like a compilation. So like 10
Yeah.
shots, yeah,
yeah,
like
because you.
I am the sample.
I am the beat.
I am the beat.
There was this one song that I feel like had a sample. And I mean I'm not
Like from something else.
I could
from
do that.
Wax.
Yeah.
It was fucking. That Despair. Did that have a sample?
That's the only one that he didn't
that's,
produce.
Yeah, that's like that guy emo tape. He
Oh,
made
shit.
something.
He's
else
actually
that
he's
you-
produced for Zillakami. He's produced for some like emo rappers, I think.
Yeah.
He's a really good producer. He
cool.
can make like rock type beats. That one, like I don't know if he plays his own guitar and makes
But
a
he
beat around
usually
that.
has like guitar and orchestra kind of
Mhm.
like mixed in for most
Yeah.
of his
Was
beats.
that one that I
think.
heard that you saw on Snapchat? The little snippet. Was that who did the guitar for that?
That is,
That is a
a
Pearl
Pearl Jam
Jam
cover
Yeah,
that will
he's-
be on my last album. It's so I've written every single song I've made. That one I didn't write, but I
Yeah.
just thought that I could put my own special twist on the song.
Yeah, do a little.
It's
cover or
not
something.
it's not done being mixed yet. Like there's still parts of it that need to be completed.
Mhm.
But that's gonna be a cool song. So, yeah, like about the upcoming music that we have, I have a tape with Young Flannel, which should come out soon. Actually, like when are you putting this out? Like today or tomorrow?
Probably today.
Today,
I
okay.
don't do nothing
It
else.
won't be out when this comes out, but it'll be out in like 2
Couple
weeks. No, probably like
Weeks.
yeah. We want to put the first single out.
We
We
need to add a song or two now. That I
need to
think
finish
about it,
2
yeah.
songs. So we're gonna finish Fat Bitch. Sorry, we're just having a conversation about our music. We need to finish Fat Bitches and get Mike on a song.
Yeah.
But anyways,
There's a song called Fat Bitches.
yeah, there's a song called Fat
it's,
Bitches.
It's a diss.
I think that what's it called? What do they call that? The fat shaming is very helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
You know,
It is.
bullying. I used to be 260, and I'm 215. Like this summer, I
Congratulations,
lost
Yeah,
like
dude.
50, like almost
Yeah.
50 pounds.
Great for you.
And I mean, I'm not one to be I don't like being disrespectful, but I prefer it quote constructive criticism.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I
course.
mean? Just fucking.
So like, yeah, you're calling them fat, but also if they stay that way, their life will be worse.
Like slow. And,
You know, yeah, slow.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't want to be mean, but like,
Gonna shoot you.
it's the truth.
Oh damn.
Say what again, motherfucker?
Yeah, I love that.
Again.
The guy's movies. Do you see his newest one?
That's like, dude.
Yes.
We used.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
The ending though.
I love that movie.
Killed the
You
man.
still haven't seen
it.
it.
It's so good.
Oh shit.
You need to be able to wait for 3 hours
I've
and see a lot of
told
plot
it.
points that go
Yeah.
nowhere,
But then
and
they
then
tie
they
together.
tie it together.
I
You're
heard-
like, holy fuck.
The thing that I heard about the movie that I thought was funny though, like Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio were like, how do we play like these actors who are like middle aged and their careers are falling apart? And then Quentin Tarantino was like, just be yourself. And he's like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Fuck Brad Pitt.
Quentin Tarantino, like, he's so like rude to people on set. Like, there's this whole video of him like beating up a paparazzi person, and and he got like Jamie Foxx on the set of Django, and he was like, "You're fucking horrible. You stop acting like a rich person. Act like a slave who's been beaten up your entire life." And shit, like,
yeah, light went out. It's okay. I heard that on the Pulp Fiction set, he got very angry with Uma Thurman, constantly asking her to take her shoes off. So
that guy's got a feet issue.
he does have a foot issue.
I'm sorry. I just hate seeing feet. I hate seeing toes.
Yeah.
I hate anybody that has a foot fetish.
Dude, check this out.
Yeah, this is not
Take
good.
your fucking socks off.
He can bend his toes in ways that are not very fun to look at.
Yeah.
That's why my music
What
is
the
so good.
fuck?
Dude, he can pick things up.
I've been doing this just like when I sit down or when I walk for years.
When you walk,
Yeah, like I can walk like that.
you can.
Yeah, I've been doing that like for my whole life because I don't know. I didn't know that people couldn't do that. And the first person that pointed out to me that it was different was like my ex-girlfriend's dad. I was sitting with him and he was like, "Bro, what the fuck are you doing with your feet?" I was like, "What?"
I'm inserting a video I just took 2 seconds to your
Just like
foot.
just chilling, you know. My foot is just vibing.
Just hanging out.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I was gonna say, like, dude, for Pulp Fiction, when we were getting really into like
This was such a fun
watching
time.
that
It
movie,
was like a year ago.
we were making that album Yin and Yang, and we had like clips from it all throughout it. But we did end up deleting like 1 or 2 of the songs I think that had the
We have
samples from
probably
it
deleted around like 30 songs.
in the last couple.
So if for some reason we ever get somewhat popular and people see this interview and they're like, "Wait, I want to hear all your songs," there's like a good number you cannot hear.
Yeah.
Because like
I do that with my YouTube videos. Like it's just like
when you go back and you're just like, it's not something I can be proud of. Like at this point, like it's
like,
lost
fuck
any
this song.
quality of.
When we were recording with just the headset and Audacity with no mixing abilities and our beats were
Yeah.
I think that only one good song came out of that era, and that is Donuts, which is one of our best songs together. It just worked for us. Like the album that was on, which is Rehab, everything else on that album was like pretty bad, like really like trash. But then that song is like a gem. It's so good. It's an amazing song.
Have you seen the movie Uncut Gems?
I want to see that, dude. Because I fuck with Adam Sandler, even though he makes like bad movies sometimes.
This one's all like serious.
I've
like,
heard like he's been waiting for a while to like do this one. So
yeah, it's like it's got like The Weeknd in it and like a bunch of like basketball players. It's all about like gambling. This guy has like this gambling addiction. He starts betting on all these like basketball players, and he has this gem he wants to sell that he owes a bunch of. He owes a bunch of money, and he's like being chased throughout like New York City at night. It's got those like nightlife vibes. And he's like and Adam Sandler's fucking the baddest bitches, and he's like it's a great movie. It's
he
like
came up with this idea after like a 72-hour cocaine binge. He was like,
No,
"Okay,
he didn't
we're driving around New York."
Yeah, and he didn't write it. It was this guy's the Safdie brothers, and they
Yeah.
they did this other movie with this guy forced his mentally disabled brother to do a robbery with him, and then his retarded brother goes to jail, and then he has to like sell acid and rob a bunch of people in New York City at night to get his brother out of jail, and it's like fucking great movie.
It's great.
The Safdie brothers are insanely good at making movies, and they got Adam Sandler to this like it's like it's one of those stories that feels like. It's like, I don't know, it feels like it's got like good music though. Like The Weeknd does a lot of stuff with the soundtrack.
That's what his new album is, just
like
a
The
soundtrack.
Weeknd?
I do like The Weeknd.
2012 Weeknd though. Did you look
Trilogy is good. And of course, like his popular songs I hated at the time because it was just radio shit. But like now that I've gone back and listened to them, he's pretty good. He's very talented. He's a really good
guy.
But like his new like fucking radio, fucking Starboy, it's okay. But
Yeah, exactly.
Mike loves The Weeknd. Lil Mikey.
Oh, Lil Mikey. Oh yeah, you're Mike too. We have a person in our group named Lil Mikey. He likes
anything that's like insanely chill R&B.
Yeah, like really chill R&B music.
Which he may eventually be putting out.
He
some
may
R&B.
put out
it's
an
too
album.
repetitive. I don't know.
Yeah, it can. It just
Sometimes
depends
I just
on how
get
you
bored
make
of
it.
singing. Like, I don't know. Like, singing sounds good, but if it's the whole album of singing, I don't like it sometimes.
I
Like,
feel-
there's only been a couple
Yeah.
people that are so good at singing. Like, I really fuck with, like, Daniel Caesar. You ever heard of
Yes.
him?
Yes.
Daniel Caesar can
I
sing.
haven't heard of him.
He's good. He makes that good, like, soul R&B music, I would say.
Daniel Caesar. As far as female singers go, there's this one named Nicole Dolenganger, who I really like because like her lyrics are dark as shit, like really dark, like some of the darkest stuff you'll ever hear. It's about like sex and death, but you like mix it together and make like stuff like it like
What's your name?
Nicole Dollanganger.
Nicole Dollanganger.
Yeah, like I like it when like pop music can have like serious dark undertones. And bringing it back to Ed Sheeran real quick. He has this song. Okay, so the reason I've been listening to Ed Sheeran is because when I plug my phone into my car, it'll shuffle my playlist, but it always starts out at alphabetically. Yeah. So The A-Team by Ed Sheeran. I've just been listening to that song, and it is a dark song. Like it's like acoustic melodies. You've been trying to get me to listen. I'm not trying to get you to listen to Ed Sheeran, bro.
I think you really like Ed Sheeran for some reason.
Dude, I like that one song, man. It's pretty much a song about a girl who is a crack addict.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, and it's about how terrible her life is, but it's disguised as like a very upbeat pop song.
Disguised.
Yeah.
How long do you have to listen to it to figure out what it was about?
Oh, for multiple days.
That's how I felt when I listened to Whistle.
Dude, that song kind of like ruins your childhood when you think about it. Like, because we were just singing that like all the time.
Like, Forget You was actually Fuck You.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Pumped Up Kicks.
Pumped Up Kicks, yes. Great song, dude.
It's a really good song.
About shooting up school.
Yeah. Flannel put your school on lockdown.
I want to hear MetroJuulin "Yeah" right now.
Oh, you want me to "yeah"? All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do that. That's especially good when it's like 11:30 p.m. and I'm doing that in his basement recording.
What did you think of his latest?
His latest album?
Profiting off of his music.
Yeah. I can talk about this for hours.
Yeah, so he's got a lot of.
All right. Okay. His first 2 studio albums made while he was alive. Put him out while he was alive. No issue there. Skins was a very short album. Very short. But it was intended to be that way. What he wanted to do is make a very short album and then follow it up with a very long album. This is true. This is like, there's video of him saying this, dude.
I don't...
So the song Whoa, Mind in Awe is actually like one of his top 10 songs ever. I did not like it at first, but alright, here's the thing. He had a lot of strengths and a lot of weaknesses when it came to making music. His biggest weakness, no matter how much his fans don't want to admit it, is definitely lyrics. So his sad lyrics can border on corny at times. Another one was the short songs. But his biggest strength, even more so than versatility, was definitely the ability to convey emotion through music. You listen to 17, it's very sad throughout. You listen to certain songs on Question Mark, certain old songs.
It's also very short.
Yeah, it's very short. You get like especially with the older songs that blew him up, you can't deny that that's just pure anger in those songs. Pure anger, pure energy. Whoa is the only one. That's just a vibe. Whoa is the only one where it's like just a very happy song. You know what I'm saying? It's just very happy. It's like, yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
You want to talk about the last project?
Yeah, I have mixed opinions. Sometimes it's like half of me thinks, oh, that's pretty. It's okay.
There are good songs on it. There are good songs on it, but as a project, it's not good. They should have.
Bad Vibes.
Yeah, they should have.
That was the only good song.
That one, X-Bitch, Chase, Attention's okay.
What's that one?
It's All Fading to Black. That's a really good one.
That was a good one. Yeah. What's that one with Rick Ross?
I Changed Her Life.
That I think I like the little trumpets in the background or whatever it was.
It's a good beat. John Cunningham is a very good producer. He produced like all of that. But yeah, I hope he does the same thing with my music when I die.
Make money off
when
of it.
Die.
Sure, man.
I'll just like bury it in a vault somewhere.
No.
Throw the whole laptop down the drain.
Yeah.
Do not do that.
The world shall never hear.
No, I killed her dad to come out.
What?
Yeah, I have a song called I Killed Her Dad.
Yes. This is important.
It's unreleased.
Everything relates.
That's crazy.
To things from earlier. Not having a car.
Yes, not having a car. So I can talk about I Killed Her Dad, even though it's not going to be out for a while.
Yeah, it's a little more hypothetical.
It's got to be mastered?
No, it's done. It's just part of an album that I'm not done making.
With Young Flannel, though? Is that correct?
That's a different album.
That's different. Man. This dude is working on a lot of shit right now. Like, he just put out the one.
Grind.
I just put out Long Wax a few days ago. We have... The one with me and Young Flannel is, like, almost done. That'll come out within a few weeks.
And that's already got, like, 7 or 8 songs on it. So it's got
that's
some...
like 10. Or,
really?
no.
Well, they're not done yet.
Yeah, thank you. And, Yeah, so we have that one, and then we have Anthems, which will probably be my last album. I'll still probably continue making music a little bit after high school, but it'll be just much more difficult. Because once you start doing it, you can't just stop. Because like it's a very fun,
after
cool
high school,
activity.
like, what are you gonna do? You're just gonna like get it? Like I don't know.
I've been accepted to college.
You have?
Yeah.
Like what?
George Mason and Towson. I got the same letter that Boyles got from UD.
Where you have to send it later.
Yeah, you have to send in more information.
Dude,
which is stupid because I'm a Delaware resident.
I hope I don't.
Towson would be tough.
Because if I do, I'm probably not gonna make it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to Del Tech.
Yeah.
But it's whatever.
That's whatever. You can do seed program, bro.
Yeah, I know.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, Full Sail would be good if you want to do music.
Yeah.
Have you heard of that?
What's that?
What is it?
Full Sail.
Full Sail?
Is it like a music?
It's
college or
music,
something?
filmmaking, art school. I mean,
Ooh.
it's probably a lot of money, but like, I don't know. I feel like
That's the thing. Like
I want to go.
I could
I
do
wanna
it
go.
as like a hobby, but I don't want to like spend time and money to figure it out that much, or take like music theory courses and all that.
I feel like a lot of those things too, it's more based on like people being able to play the piano really well, being able to sing really well, being able to play the guitar
Just
really
hate
well.
musicals.
I hate musicals.
I hate music. I don't know why. I just
they're
get
so
angry when I
boring,
hear like.
For me, if I want to watch like a piece of cinema or like a movie or something, like I just want to see dialogue. I want to see things happening. I don't want you to break everything that's going on to have some structured dance and song.
And like going around in the middle of the hallway.
Yeah.
I play basketball, but my girlfriend broke up with me. I did a high school musical. And
Let me tell you a story about a musical I went to once. I've been to a lot
my
of musicals.
camera.
Anyway, I do have a story of one time when I went to a musical or a play or something. I forget what it was, but
Something like that.
yeah,
You're keeping the audio up.
it was like 2 years ago. It was, yeah, I know. It was. What do you think I'm doing? It was February of 2018, and I was talking to this bitch, and she was like, "You should come to my musical. I'm in this musical." I was like, "Sure," because I was like, "Yeah."
No,
And I was with Lil Mikey, who is in our group, and because I didn't want to go alone because I fucking hate theater kids, and so I was with him, and then halfway through, he was like, "Dude, do you want to go see the new Megalodon movie?"
Oh my god.
So do you know the one with
Statham.
it had Rainn Wilson in it too.
Yes, dude, I remember.
Yeah, it was actually really good. I liked it. But yeah, we just left halfway through and walked there, and then like I stopped talking to this girl.
Which one was this? Do you not want to say?
Which musicals?
Yeah. What musical? I don't remember.
Who knows?
I've been to so many.
You remember the Crucible?
That was fun though.
That was good though, because
It
it
was.
wasn't singing. It wasn't
It
singing.
wasn't singing. It was a
Not
compelling
really,
You know
storyline.
that kid Ben?
Yeah, he's pretty good.
It's a chill guy. Ben. He played the main
Cloud.
character. Yeah, Cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a friend who has issues with him, but she has issues with a lot of guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most of them.
Yeah, that's the fucking guy. Anyways,
I think he's a cool guy. I don't have anything
basically,
against him.
yeah, musicals should be outlawed.
Yeah. No, but this girl like messaged me like a few months later, and the reason she stopped talking to me is because Lauren said some shit about me. And
Of course she did.
Yeah, because
Sure.
fuck Lauren. Just kidding. I won't listen to this, but whatever.
She won't.
She's
Lauren
cool.
who? Nah, never mind.
Nah.
Nah. No.
Lauren bitch face, am I right? Just kidding. She's cool. Yeah, but anyways, then this girl that I left her musical messaged me like months later and was like, "Did you leave during my play?" And I was like, "No, why would you say that?"
It's too the problem with musicals is it's too formulaic. Like it's all like
Yes,
the
it's
four
like-
notes and the choreographed dance like
Nah.
with dialogue based plays or just movies. There's just there can be improv and shit,
Yeah,
and
there's-
it's less formulaic.
There's
like,
so
yeah.
much room for like the individual to actually give like a little bit of their self with their performance, but like I feel like when you're just rehearsing some song and dance, it's like I don't know, it takes all the fun out of
You become
everything.
become like a cartoon character.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the second you get into a musical and you're like kind of intrigued by the storyline, it's like, all right, here's a 6-minute song and dance number, and you're like,
That barely has anything to do with progressing the plot or at all.
yeah, and it's like the music sounds like it's taken from like the background of a Kickstarter project, and it's just like sixth graders singing like.
iMovie music.
iMovie is actually where I store all our unreleased music for
Really?
me. Yeah,
How?
because when I download it from the drive, it just says export to iMovie, and I'm like, okay, so it's just the songs. But yeah, dude, I have so many.
No, I'm saying the preset iMovie music.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, I had to make a presentation for bio on this, like, it was called, like, Adobe Spark or something. We had to talk about nitrogen or whatever.
Dude, I have bio right now.
I hate bio. I hated bio 1. I hate bio 2.
It's better than, like, chemistry, though.
Chemistry was bad. I hated that.
Chemistry was, that was bad.
Dude, I barely
like, better
passed
than math.
chemistry, dude. Oh,
I hate math.
Everything's
math
been
too.
bad.
I have a bad grade.
I like
in math.
English
It's
and
class.
history-oriented stuff.
Yes,
Dude, same here.
That is where the vibe is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can vibe out because, like, the English class I took last year, it was just like, you write essays, and there's no homework. You just write essays in class.
Yeah.
I was cool with that.
And then we got to Greenstone.
He made us do a privilege walk. You take one step forward
if there's
if
books
you're white.
if there's books in your
Yeah,
house.
take one step forward if you're male. Take one step forward if you can walk out to your car without being afraid.
Yeah.
That should depend on where you live.
And who you are, how big you are. Like, if you're a 6 foot tall woman, I don't think you need to be that afraid. No one's gonna try to steal you.
Tall girls.
Tall girls be like
tall, but you're shorter when they on their knees. They ain't sucking dick though. They be praying to God.
What the fuck?
Yep, old songs, not good.
Yeah. You like? Have you heard of Chewie? Not the Star Wars character.
I don't think I have.
Chewie.
Dude,
I think I actually might have actually.
His best
I've
song,
heard the name mentioned.
Fucking Nothing at All. It's about it's about how like he returns to his old town and there's this ugly bitch that he asked out when he was fat, and and the girl said no, and now since he's all rich, the girl's like begging him to like take her to the movies, and he's like, nah, fuck out of here, you got 2 kids, I'm not trying to take you to the movie. It's a great song.
I like doing it.
It sounds like
honestly,
an Afro Man song. Like I love Afro Man.
Oh my god,
Afro Man is so
oh my god, you got me hyped. Colt 45.
Yes.
My favorite
Dude,
line
those
is I met this lady from Hollywood. She had green hair, but damn, she looked good. I took her to my house because she was fine, but she whooped at a dick that was bigger than mine.
Yep.
Dude, it's so fun to make songs that are stories because you can kind of get into them.
Dude, me and Colton used to blast that going to like Brandon's house.
Yeah.
That was fun.
It's cool as shit. So you said it was Nothing at All?
Nothing at all.
I prefer All for Nothing. Just kidding. It's not.
MetroJuulin.
Yeah, it's aight. It's aight.
Yeah. Schoolie 300, you heard of him?
Schoolie 300.
No.
Dude, you know more underground rap than us.
Yeah, dude.
It might just be like different genres. We're into like the trap metal of underground. And kind of the lo-fi a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I make trap metal and lo-fi, which is a weird combination. But it works out.
Rock music.
Sometimes rock, sometimes rap.
Goofy ass looking.
Goofy ass dude.
He always just look goofy, you know.
Facts. People do that sometimes.
Bro, my socks are tearing up.
Yeah, bro. Bro, put that away.
No,
Get out of the shot.
I'm gonna put it on you, bro.
Bro. For real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Throw
You
that
guys should
sock back.
Email Eric Andre, tell him to feature on your song.
Eric
Eric Andre? Okay.
How the hell is that gonna work?
Yeah, of course I know Eric Andre.
I got that man on speed dial.
Well, I know of him.
Buzz me on. I don't know.
Time to deliver a pizza ball.
Yeah.
What was the one? The craft guy. What was his name?
Oh no! One of my favorite things that he did is after the pizza ball thing, he put it aside. I was like, all right, pizza balls aside, let's talk Scientology.
Let's talk science. Do you know? I remember he just goes up to people and he's like, "Hello, I'm Mike Cock," or something. And he just like
Mike Oxlong, dude.
Mike Cock.
I signed everyone's yearbook with that in like 8th grade.
Hell yeah.
Mike Oxlong.
He's like, or he just goes up to people. He's like, "You're being so Statham right now." Like, he's so random.
Being so Statham.
Dude, he looks old now. Have you noticed that?
Yeah. He posts his dick all the time. I don't care, dude. Let's talk about more music and shit.
Yeah, dude, we have an album on the way that's in the process of being made.
So yes, it's called. So our first 2 meetings with Alcoholics Anonymous, 2 albums with Alcoholics Anonymous. They were called the first meeting and the second meeting.
Yeah.
And then we went into rehab, so we called the album Rehab. Then we had Yin and Yang.
Then Corrupted.
No, what was the one?
Do you remember?
Do you remember?
We didn't remember.
We didn't remember.
We didn't remember.
It's such a forgettable project, but it's pretty good. So right now we're working on the last meeting, which is like all of our best shit. It's really good.
Meeting or album?
It's called The Last Meeting.
It's just like we call them meetings just as in like, the AA sense.
Do you want me to play a little bit?
That's how the beginning.
You get an overweight anonymous. Alright.
Wait, which one do you think I should do?
Yeah, it does.
I mean, I don't know how good it'll sound just off your phone, but you can. Before you make it.
We don't play that each way with your bullshit.
That's all I'll do. But
I fucks with that.
I had a line in that song where I said, because I thought it would sound really hard. I said, "Bitch, I am the succubus." Do you know what a succubus is? It's a female demon that
sleeps with
rapes men
in their sleep. Yeah.
So I said, "Bitch, I am the succubus." So that's gonna stay in that song.
Yeah. We'll see if anybody catches it.
You know what? You know what I'll do? I'll play you one song from every album that we have in the works. So this one is from me and Young Flannel's collab album, which is called Nicotine Fabric. I actually don't know which one to play.
I would play.
Got a unit.
I'd play Flannel's Bar Mitzvah.
Do I have going on? Like a lot of people.
We do.
Yeah, dude, we have hella hits.
Dude, you can, if you want to record some songs, you can go right ahead. This is called Flannel's Bar Mitzvah. So that album is more like the funny stuff, or like
definitely.
The cool vibey stuff.
I'm at my bar mitzvah and this shit is really dope. I got young religious bitches, so I'm feeling like the Pope.
Francis.
I'm at my bar mitzvah and this shit is really dope. I got young religious bitches dancing losing hope.
Did you see? Do you guys like watch the Golden Globes? This guy, he said it's been a good year for pedophile movies: Surviving R. Kelly, Finding Neverland, and The Two Popes. and I was like, damn, all those religious people are fucking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'm a priest and I fuck kids. You know what I mean?
That's how religion be.
That's how them Catholics be.
Catholics.
I'm agnostic.
Kidlick.
What about you?
I would say I'm an atheist, which, like, I think as I've gotten older, I care less and less about what people are. But when I was younger, I was definitely, like, the angsty
atheist listening to
But
Logic.
it was mainly because, like, I had, like, cousins who were so religious that, like, it actually pissed me off, you know? Like, I was like, Jesus, man. Like, their parents wouldn't let them watch Spider-Man.
Oh,
God.
They thought it was too violent, dude. I was like, how can you live like that? Like, how is life good?
I knew a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as my religion, which I like that we're just like, what's your religion?
Yeah,
but no, I'm open to anything. I don't really care. I don't want to be like something crazy.
MetroJuulin.
I'm MetroJuulin.
We have to know.
Officially, I'm a part of a church, but I've been to church like 3 times in my life. My parents don't really enforce that kind of stuff, so I don't know. I like the idea of certain branches of Christianity. Jews are pretty cool.
Yeah.
I support the Jews. This is the opposite of what we thought would happen earlier.
This man just goes, what if things get really anti-Semitic? And I was like, why would they?
Cuz.
Well, I guess we can take it that way.
Yeah. Go down that road.
Yeah, I'm agnostic. I just think half and half. Like, sometimes I'm like, fuck religion. Then half of me, I'm like, hey, God.
Like, man, what if, dude?
Like, I see what it's for, you know? Like, you can definitely use it to teach people some basic, like, moral compass stuff. But I think as an overarching way of, like, planning out your entire life, it's a little crazy.
Alright, yeah, there's definitely some shit that didn't happen. That guy Noah did not make a boat that big.
Yeah, fuck.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That dude did not find all those animals.
Yeah.
They would have killed him. They would have eaten each other before that boat got anywhere.
Dude, where the fuck did he get, like...
Have you ever seen a zoo before? Did they just put all
the animals...
dude,
what are those?
Did they ever just put all the animals next to each other?
Nah. How do you get things that are, like, native to, like, America?
Who knows?
Dude was a genius.
Man just found some polar bears chilling in Africa.
I mean, he didn't really have to get, like, fish or anything, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were fine.
They were fine. They were really vibing.
Yeah.
They were like, damn, bro, there's a lot more water than there used to be.
They were like, dude. This is also unreleased.
Which one's this?
I already fuck with it.
So I sent it to this guy in San Diego, and
this is the same guy, Michael 727.
Michael 727.
Rest in peace to this kid's mom.
He did his verse, but he hasn't sent it to me yet, so right now it's an unfinished song, but that's okay. I can play the first little bit of it.
Life's been full of so much bullshit lately. I don't even really wanna do shit.
I recorded this with the beanie on.
Smoking with the plug shit. Is anything I mean and don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Just let me drown.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. I don't wanna bring you down. Leave
approve.
Hold up real quick. Do you want to hear some fucking metal shit?
Yeah. You guys have a variation of
Indeed,
genres.
dude.
Where is it? Here it is. Oh, so wait, what I did, people, if they watch on screen, won't see this. I have our unreleased songs stored in iMovie, and I tried to put the album art cover to all of them, but when I did that, it shortened them to all 6 seconds. So it just ends.
That's fucking hilarious, Brady.
Yeah, then it's
album
over.
cover is gonna be amazing.
That's a great album cover.
We're just gonna zoom in and be like,
what the
why
fuck?
is there some kid's ass crack hanging out in a bathroom?
So yeah, here's metal shit. We have this guy Hegbeg on this.
Yeah, dude. Cool ass guy.
Dude, I will play up to his part.
That's great.
Oh my god.
This guy can...
This guy can do some shit, bro.
Yeah.
When you wake up, start a life of pain. Sunny day outside, but you feel the rain. Healthy young man, but you feel the decay. Day after day, just wasting away. Shell of a man, not shit to say. Living life sober just gets in the way. Life is a path and it leads to the end. Everybody's dying, no time to spend. Back off, gonna have to get fucking nuts off. Hack off, free to get your face cut off. Wanna go to hell, cause it's better than nothing. Fucking in the demon and I feel like nothing. Fuck off, pigs, push my buttons.
Well, just wait like 1 second.
Yeah, dude, you'll hear...
You'll fuck with it more.
Step on it, I'll put my back. I've been chilling in the flames. My soul is burning, cauldrons churning, trying meds. I feel the same. Bash my head, can't feel the pain. Don't fuck with you, you a lame. Bitch, you're dumb, now give me brain. Don't fuck with you, you a lame. You're a sick, now that's a shame.
That's all.
There you go. Hegbeg.
Hegbeg. Yeah.
Guys got
we do crazy shit. So like about like all the rappers in our area, there's definitely like some good ones, but no one does the shit that we do. Like we can go from fucking sad vibey shit, like vaporwave, to fucking metal. Like yeah, and we really.
But that's what makes it fun for us.
Yeah.
Like, we definitely like to switch it up. Like we're never just gonna like go and make the same song 2 days in a row. Like we'll come back with something different every time.
Yeah.
And I think that's how we've been able to like keep it going for as long as we did. Because there's people that like they try music or they try something, and they might be alright at it, but they just give up. Like they don't see anywhere else to go from there. And like every single time for us, it's been like, how do we make something that's just like separate from the last thing we made,
fall in love with the music.
And definitely when you do it, there's definitely highs and lows in terms of like the appreciation you get. But for a long time, my account was getting like no plays, and recently I just put out a song which is the biggest song that's ever been on my account, which is Big Sword. Have you heard that? Yeah. Big Sword.
So,
Young Trap Lord coming with the big sword.
Yeah.
Keep on pushing.
Yeah, you just gotta keep doing it. So our biggest song ever, like most plays ever, is this one called Thanos Car. Do you remember the Thanos Car meme from like 2 years ago? It was just a purple car that said Thanos Car. Terrible meme, terrible song idea, but for some reason it got really popular because it was being played by like 7th graders on the bus and shit. It still gets played to this day. But yeah, that was like our biggest thing for a while. But recently we put out our album Corrupted, and that was like not recently, like a few months ago.
That was a couple months.
Yeah, and the first song on that, 10 Shots, is now on track to become our biggest song. And which is good because I actually like that song.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It feels good.
It does. I think Gone with the Wind will be the new 10 Shots, but we'll see.
Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wind. It's not
what is
like
that fucking movie or book about? I don't even know.
I don't know. I just heard it's like really long. As far as movies go.
Yeah.
Just like my, but...
Exactly, man.
We are the cock slingers.
Shit.
AA cock shit.
AA cock shit.
That's a deleted song. AA Takeover Part 1 and 2.
Ah, yes.
Fuck Part 1 will never be heard. Only Fuck Part 2. Fuck Part 2 is still available. Fuck Part 1 is not.
Fuck Part is the song?
Fuck Part 1 is deleted. Fuck Part 2 is still available. Honestly, people like if you're bored one night, dude, just like get on SoundCloud and follow the rabbit hole of our music. You'll find some weird shit. You'll find weird shit. Like,
oh god, there's like 100.
I actually have.
We might have less now.
Every MetroJuulin song in order is a playlist on my account that's available to anyone. It has 85 right now, but that's not counting the songs from our group that I'm not on. This playlist, I've never listened to it all the way through, but I can only imagine it's like a fucking journey. Because you start off with That
start off with the first thing we ever made, like the first song we
really
ever put
bad.
together.
It's really bad.
That was the one where he was literally just freestyling on his couch, and he just sent me a video.
And he put it over a beat. Then you get things that are slightly more on beat. Everything here is pretty bad. This whole album is shit. You get Donut. And then you kind of get like better mixing, better rapping, more versatility, lo-fi shit, fun shit, fucking hard-ass trap metal. And then now you kind of get to like today, where it's like, I can make pretty much anything.
Yeah, today it's like a mix of all the things you just
It's
mentioned.
a mix of everything that I ever wanted to do but didn't have the ability to do. I had some really bad song ideas, dude. I did one thing once where we had a... Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Alright, we had a... The beat was just like a clip of a woman singing repeated with like a little sub bass under it.
Didn't do it. It wasn't.
It wasn't
something
him.
you found.
It was something I found, and I recorded something into my phone at my house.
Brought it over. Played it into the HyperX.
Played it into the Xbox headset.
But it's not. It wasn't lyrics. It was just him talking.
Yeah.
So he just played the sound of him talking off his phone into a HyperX.
It was the interlude.
Sound quality, dude.
Some people confuse experimental with shit.
Oh yeah. But there were definitely some.
I haven't heard it. But like
you won't. It's not available.
Yeah,
There's some experimental stuff we've done from that time that worked out. Some that may or may not have worked out, depending on your opinion.
Burned, you know?
Lyrical, spiritual, miracle. I'm done.
Yeah, we've never been on that. Well, maybe old me used to be on the lyrical, spiritual, miracle wave, just rhyming words.
You've rapped in one thing, haven't you?
He's rapped in.
I've rapped in so many things.
Recently, he's just been more producing.
I've just been working hard.
He's really
on
good at producing.
getting the beats out. You know.
Latest producing.
Thank you. Yeah.
Here, let's see. I might have. Oh,
yeah. If
you want to hear,
if you want to get into an album that's got mainly just me producing it, I would listen to Corrupted, and that's the one where I drew mainly from like City.
You produced every song except for one. And this is him rapping on this. It's really good.
It sounds like an ASAP Ferg. It's like
yeah, I can definitely see it. I can definitely see it. Yeah.
You guys like ASAP Ferg?
Yeah, dude. That beat, I was listening to Wham a lot. Dude, that song's hard as fuck, dude. Fuck yeah.
ASAP Ferg is good.
I think the whole ASAP crew.
Yeah.
ASAP Rocky and ASAP Ferg are so hard.
I don't know if you can count Playboi Carti as a part of that gang because he's affiliated with them. But yeah, he's very good.
12 is really good.
Yeah.
Greats.
Honestly, you can like say any artist, and I can probably find redeeming things to say about them, except for like I don't know, Lil Tecca. Fuck Lil Tecca. I do not like Lil Tecca.
It's overplayed as shit.
It's overplayed as shit. It's not even good. It's like
his name starts with Lil. Like why?
Yeah, exactly.
Like I think Lil should be extinct.
He's just a guy.
Lil should be extinct.
He blew up, you know.
He blew up.
Do be happening.
I don't know. Dude, fuck Lil Tecca, bro. I don't like Lil Tecca.
Yeah. Him and fucking just those like guys that like everybody listens to, like that are just overplayed as shit. Like where if I hear it, I just
Juice WRLD.
Shit. Alright.
Don't talk down on the dead.
Like NLE Choppa.
He's
fuck XXX Tentacion.
Fuck XXX Tentacion. Put 3 shots in your neck like
XXX.
Oh, another thing as to why his album sounded the way it did, and like Juice WRLD has like 2,000 leaked songs that are like ready to be available after his death, is I think their styles of making music were very different. I think that what X did when he was alive is like, and you can see this in some of his songs. He'd sit down, do a hook, fuck around with the beat a little bit, maybe come back to it a few weeks later, do a verse maybe, and then put it out. But like every song was like weeks.
He would murmur an idea for half the songs,
yeah,
and then they get put out that way.
Some of them, but like sometimes they come back.
They don't feel like finished songs sometimes to me. Like I don't.
All his songs.
Most of them.
My favorite song he ever made is kind of like
I've never
a minute and a half of rapping and then a minute and a half of instrumental. But it's I Spoke to the Devil in Miami. I think that's a pretty good song. King of the Dead is good. King of the Dead is very good.
My friend says that the early Members Only stuff was really good.
Members Only Volume 2 is a very good album. Members Only Volume 1 is just X and Ski.
That's the one with like Bowser and all that on it, right?
I like the Ski.
No, Bowser, that's 3. That's 3.
That's 3,
yeah.
Okay.
Volume 1 is like 6 songs, but it's all just X and Ski, so the energy is fucking crazy. You have Fuck, you have Freddy vs. Jason, you have Goddamn.
I remember Freddy vs.
Volume 2 has King of the Dead, it has Broly. Do you know Splash, which is an old Ski song? That's on it.
I can't say that he's not, an inspiration for some of the shit that we do, because of course that's what you listened to most of the time back then.
And now I've very much diversified my music listening.
Stuff,
I used to just be those like I used to listen to like just Meek Mill and like Philly rappers and like Lil Uzi, but like now like I'm going into like the underground Philly scene is really good. Do you like Core?
I've heard of Core. Yeah.
Yeah, like I listened to Lil Uzi in like 2014 when nobody knew him, and he was with like Core, and he had this one song called Hella Bitches. Genuinely good song, and
he does make some good songs.
He makes really good songs, but he hasn't made songs in
a while. Yeah.
And like I think his good songs are really good, but I think his other songs like deep tracks or like album songs are just kind of okay, but some of it's a little bit overhyped. You know what I mean?
I can feel that.
Yeah, he's good.
That's
I've been listening to like fucking. I don't have like the Girl in Red, Clairo type shit like that, like girls singing in their bedroom and shit. Or it gets like repetitive and too like peachy or whatever. Like
when Billie Eilish was cool, that's what she was doing.
Fuck that bitch! No, I hate Billie Eilish.
I actually don't have a problem with her music at all. What I have a problem with is that her young girl fans think that by listening to her, they're being very punk rock and very like rebellious.
Like it's edgy or something.
Whereas she got the #1 song for like all of summer, so by definition, it's not punk.
She's
and her brother does all the work.
Yeah,
her brother does all the work. Phineas does everything and writes all like her most famous song Ocean Eyes is literally written by Phineas. All of it.
He writes everything. He does all the instruments. But she can sing.
Yeah. So she's the one who does it.
I just couldn't live with like I don't know, just performing something that isn't mine. You couldn't. I don't know. Sometimes it could be just fun.
But that's how like a lot of like people from back then are like Michael Jackson. He's a great singer, but he didn't do most of like the work for his songs. Like he had really talented people.
That's one thing that's great about the SoundCloud wave is because you have so many people. Like they don't have the resources to get other people to write songs for them. They need to. They make their own ideas. Like you get genuinely like what that person is.
Independent.
Yeah. Like I've written so much, dude. I have so many.
I've written a lot of stuff, but I've never recorded any of it. Like I just have like 150 songs written, but like. I don't know. I just don't know how to get it off the ground.
Dude, literally, just do it.
This is a great one. This is a great one. I love
that. That's the funniest one. It's a whole album.
I have so many.
I just be like coming up with them like really like weird bars, or else be like, I got the ammo, but I ain't got no target or something.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta build it around a bar. Like I built this one song around. Drugs in my right pocket, AirPods in my left. I just had that in my mind, and I was like, all right. Like sometimes he'll play me a beat. Like this is from like months ago. I'll just write down something that like I think goes to it. This is from like the acoustic thing you made.
Or like 90% of the time, it'll just be like they sit down.
I don't know if I'm gonna record this ever, but it's just like I just have so many ideas like this in my phone.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Like and like it's clearly not done, but it's just like ideas.
I got like a fucking.
Yeah, everybody in our group has hella notes.
Hella
it's just
notes,
from 2.5 years or something.
Yeah, it's just like working.
Yep.
Facts, it has been like 2 years. Like when I started, I was trying to be like Lil Pump.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Repetitive.
Yeah, then I was trying to be like Ski. Then I was trying to be like X. Then I was trying to be like a lot of different people. And then eventually I just started to be myself, which is where we kind of started being very good.
MetroJuulin is now MetroJuulin.
I am MetroJuulin. Like you can listen to me and be like, it's genuinely me, not like someone trying to rip someone else off. Like who would make a song about driving your girlfriend to a bridge and killing
throwing
her off over like a very poppy guitar melody? Yeah.
That is MetroJuulin.
Yeah.
There you go.
No one would. I don't think anyone else has the capability to rap on this shit.
It's just slow.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. So yeah, we have a fun album coming out, 2 weird albums coming out.
And then I put out a beat tape today.
He did put out a beat tape.
Yeah,
link is if you're gonna link Lungwax in the description, link his beat tape. I can send it to you.
Kind.
Yeah. By the way, stream
Lungwax.
He does. It's all beats, but he's a good producer, so it's worth it.
Yeah, are you on like BeatStars and people pay for your shit? You should do that.
I'm just very kind, and I do all the work for everybody else.
You got some plays of this with like no promotion.
That's cool.
Well, like 10, but like
I made the cover art too.
I remember.
Soji.
SOJI. Here, I'll send you that.
Yeah, why don't you send me? Because, like, there's millions of Soji. No, not a million, but,
There's
like,
probably... Dude, I think
Well,
if
you gotta
searched
spell
you
it
could
right.
find it. You
gotta
just put the
spell it right.
spaces
It's
in
S
between.
space O space
space,
J
like, yeah.
space I. No
Yeah,
space
I
after
can
I.
I like
Panic
that.
Attack. We have the instrumental for our biggest song on there. We have, or he put like a lot of other beats he made. There's this one that I really like. It's like a thrash metal beat. What'd you call it? Gas pedal.
That one's
a good one.
one's weird.
Do you use a lot of, like, how do you, like, do you, like, get the instruments, or do you just get, like, the,
So like
MIDI keyboard or whatever?
half the time I will just find some like loop or something to work with, because like if I need to just make something quick, like that people just want to come over and just record or something, like I'll just find a loop and just start building a beat around it. Like I usually just go straight for like hi-hats or whatever, and then I'll work on snare rhythm and then kicks and 808. Like you're just kind of filling all. Dude, that one is a weird ass song.
I was gonna make a song over this called "I Can't Fucking Wait Till Greta Thunberg Dies."
Yes.
Fuck these advertisements.
I hate SoundCloud ads,
fuck
bro.
SoundCloud ads.
Fuck
Sometimes it'll just be
SoundCloud
like 2 ads. You're like, thanks.
30-second unskippable
Yeah.
ads. That's why SoundCloud is losing customers, bro, or patrons, whatever.
Patrons.
Dude, should we do it?
Should we do what? 10 shots in the Glock, let it bang.
Bang.
Bang! Tie him up from his neck, let him hang.
Hey!
Don't mind me, let me do my thing. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Hearts. Yeah.
From the
Start.
Yeah. Just off me, back the fuck up off me. Fucking in J's, I'm a jaywalk proudly. Your bitches got me fucked up. Fuck you look like me a love drunk. Fucking with a dumb slut.
I'ma
I'll do my shit, so I'll hop off my dick. Ride with the click.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
Drugs in my
My
blood.
blood.
Cash on the horse. Ice on my neck. Bodies on the floor. Face in the dirt. Pussy, you will get hurt. Yeah, something like that.
Damn.
Okay, I haven't listened to this song in a minute.
I like listening to it because I'm supporting myself.
You should get that picture of AJ framed.
I could do that.
My boy.
That's doable.
Those took my man. I took those.
I like that.
That one's eating the fucking fish right there.
That is a vibe
dude,
image.
the way you have the water dripping off of it is really cool.
That's sick.
Yes, really good.
That's some reality to it. That, dude, I actually really like that.
Y'all want a music video shoot out?
Yes, dude, yes, please.
We got this guy.
We have this guy.
We got this guy, and he said he'd make like an AMV for us,
Like an animated
because we
music
really
video.
fuck with AMVs, and he's been working on it for like 6 months.
He said it's almost done, like
Said
the other
it's
day.
almost done a month ago. Said it's almost done the other day. So
It
we
better
don't
be.
know.
So
And we were gonna record another.
I got some really
music
obscure
video.
locations, though. Like, I'm serious.
Yeah,
Like,
we
sewer
like
shit.
we
got-
like going. We want to go to
abandoned-
places that are just fucked up.
you want me to genuinely say yes? Yes, we do want you to do a music video for us.
Yeah,
yes.
dude.
My
I
Cat's
think I know the
collaboration
song.
with MetroJuulin.
That'd
Dude,
be
you know
fucking
what would be a
perfect.
good song?
Which one?
Gone with the Wind.
It'd be a cool one. We could do
Because
that.
that's a fucking scary
John
song.
Skinwalker music. I
You
fucking
could do
love
that.
Song. I don't know.
Hell
But,
yeah.
yeah,
It's so
I'll do
good.
whatever music video y'all want to make. But
John Skinwalker would be good
There
too.
you go.
it's a hype song. It
It is a
truly
hype
like
song. It's just
fucking-
angsty and like loud and just, it fucking breaks your speakers, but it's a good
That's
way.
what we like.
That's how I wanted it.
Man.
Yeah. Dude.
Yeah.
Dude, you want to... Alright, dude. Thank you for having us, my guy.
Thanks.
This has
Yeah,
been...
this
really-
has been
MetroJuulin
great.
and Soji
It's been
for
fun.
It's
been a good vibe.
It's been a good vibe.
It's been a vibe.
If we ever come back again, we could bring like Young Flannel or something.
Yeah, somebody else.
Get a better fucking
Experience
SD
it.
card so we don't run out of footage.
Yeah, that'd be
That's
true.
fine. You
Yeah,
can just
but-
pull
yeah.
up some pictures or something to fill up the
Thank you for
time.
coming.
Of course.
Links down below to these people's latest mixtapes and their
Yeah.
SoundCloud accounts.